It's that time of year once again when our thoughts should turn to peace and fellowship, and we should spare some time to help those less fortunate than ourselves. Those who, through no fault of their own, are incapable of making decisions in their own lives. Please, 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 help break the cycle of addiction for millions of people who are so vegetated that they have to be spoon-fed. All that we ask is that you spare less than £1 this Christmas and buy Killing in the Name by Rage Against the Machine, so that it can become Christmas #1 and help an entire generation awaken from a reality TV induced coma. Recently we have seen a terrible situation develop in which people have been encouraged to have the attention span of a goldfish and to swallow whatever banal crap is put in front of them. We hope that after this slap in the face, these poor unfortunates might stumble bleary-eyed into the world and look around and realise that the streets are not paved with platinum discs, but indeed we're up to shit, knee-deep in our own making. You know, we might end up caring more about the fact that everything's wrong and we're being screwed over than we care about the national fucking karaoke contest. Of course, I've got declared a vested interest in this. 25 quid at 33 to 1. Come on! I mean, I've learned from the bankers. That's how you're meant to make money, isn't it? Reckless gambling on long odds. Though they seem to get a vast amount of money, win or lose. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get Ladbrokes to go with that. When people go to work, are they talking about the fact that everyone running the country is corrupt and in it for themselves? Do we care about the grotesque inequalities in our society? Are we concerned that the country's bankrupt and about to lose its credit rating? Nah, everyone's talking about the fact that two blokes can't shout Ghostbusters in time with the music. The term reality TV is classic Orwellian newspeak. I mean reality TV, that couldn't be further apart. But that's the world we live in, where a bloke can say, I want to send loads more troops to a country that's always been a war zone, and he immediately gets given the Nobel Peace Prize. On the war, Britain's finally delivered the helicopters to Afghanistan. But our local air ambulance, that's a helicopter, that's got to rely on recycled clothes. And it might soon be homeless because the airport it's based in has just gone bust. A pair of pensioners have been told, stop sending the troops parcels over Christmas because it will clog up the postal system and we'll put more planes on. I mean, that's got to be the ultimate admission of being tight, miserable, inhuman bastards. Forget the fact that pensioners say that the baby wipes end up used in the ITU department in the field hospital. What you're saying to the soldiers is, yeah, we got you to fight this stupid, pointless, unwinnable war that's only made global tensions worse, and we're that tight that the stuff that the public have donated so that you can have something extra over Christmas, yeah, we ain't going to pass it on. You want someone to fly some presents in? Get fucking Santa, that's his job. Afghanistan, though, is probably about the only place you can escape excrement factor. A friend of mine had her appraisal at work, and the feedback was that she was an outsider. Why? Because she didn't spend the little time she has on this planet watching soaps and fucking reality TV. There was even someone in the office who was an authority on both X Factor and Strictly Come Dancing. I mean, how do you do that? Don't you realise they're on at the same time so that you don't have to be that sad? Though, I suppose all you have to do to keep up is read the half dozen pages of cack that's printed in the comics that pass themselves for newspapers. But that's the level we've sunk to. When the comics actually reported, politics last week, what was it? Oh, that Gordon Brown had made an excellent point. Some of the Tories went to Eton. And as it went down so well in the gentleman's club, they're going to use it in the run-up to the election. What they're effectively saying is, well, you think we're badding out of church? Yeah, you're right, but it'll be even worse under those bastards. Yeah, we're in bed with the profiteers who screw you over, but the other lot are worse. That's what the government of 12 years have got to offer. We're shit, but they're shitter. Which brings us nicely back to excrement factor. One of the reasons it's been so popular this year is because of Jedward, who are quite clearly Harry Enfield's double take brothers. You know, if only we can make a career for ourselves in kids' TV whilst taking up 6 pages of news in the tabloids. Blah! Blah! When something serious like climate change actually makes it through, it's not about whether we've caused it, it's about whether it's actually it's about how much we've caused it, not about whether it's actually happening or not. There's no debate if the glaciers that supply the water for the best part of a subcontinent are disappearing, or islands are actually being evacuated already. You know, in a few years they won't be able to show a load of the Christmas films, because the kids will get upset when they see Santa at the North Pole, because they'll know it's not there anymore. And him, the elves, the reindeer, they've all drowned. And what do we get in the response to the North Pole disappearing? There's loads of fossil fuel under that ice. Hey! Round here, the council want to close 7 fire stations. Now we've just heard that the police have got to cut back. The only place you can find a policeman round here is ITV3. Schools have been told, get cheaper cleaners or you'll lose your teachers. There's only one way to do that, and that's get the bloody teachers to have to do the cleaning. Cov Hospital just came out 3rd worst in the country, and the chief exec said, no, it's not that bad. We gave them the wrong figures. Like, that's meant to inspire me with trust. That's like saying, well, Mr. Rukin, you came in for an appendectomy, but we seem to have removed your bladder. And all we get is excuses. From our excuses for leaders. We're going to carry on as usual with our failed system, and you have to pay the consequences. You don't have a choice when you vote at the ballot box. We're all as bad, so you might as well vote for something that matters, like karaoke. This is why Rage Against the Machine should be Christmas #1, because right here, right now, there is rage against the machine. Killing in the Name has Christmas at its heart. You know, that hate, bigotry, intolerance, the bad things. And the philosophy of the band is the true message of Christmas. Don't be shitty to each other. And they, like that famous ex-financier Ebenezer Scrooge, believe that you should do that for more than one day. Yeah, that's how Scrooge ended up. Why does no one remember that? With Rage, you have a lead singer who's given evidence to the UN Commission on Human Rights. They were thrown out of a TV studio by American Secret Service agents, and French customs burnt all their t-shirts. That's good credentials for me. So, I don't care if their label, Epic, is owned by Sony, as is all the excrement factor dross. The band are anti-capitalist, so that balances out. The time is right. You must have noticed that the time is so right. Right here, right now. No matter how small, let's make a start, eh? Oh, and to Simon+cowell, fuck you. I won't buy what you sell me.
Rage against a machine.